This scene takes place downtown, off just a block or so to the east of the One-Eyed Dog bookstore. Jacob Crowley at the Princess Elysium christening Lysander's presence as new prince of the city New Sarum had provided to him this space in addition to that immediately surrounding the bookstore as his own personal domain, following his decree that domain would no longer be in the hands of vampiric groups based off of their clan, but now would be held by the individuals within the city themselves. He is passing through this area, first in search of something, someone to sate his hunger. He will, with his auspex allowing him to easily follow and keep track of those around him, find his way to where a couple out on a date had briefly separated. His first attempt will be something a bit different from his usual, as the ancilla, having gone a bit short on feeding aside from his herd with his current reclusion, has been a tad bit hungrier than usual. Instead of his usual dressy ensemble, he has on a black denim shirt, blue loose-fitting jeans. He still has his knives hidden away on his person, but other than that, it's a rather low-key and bland look, meant to not stand out particularly. So for our first hour, we have +1 die for domain and -1 difficulty for, oh sorry, 1 more dice pool for herd and -1 difficulty for domain. So difficulty 5 instead of 5 dice for stamina athletics, I get 6. Let's see what happens. Only 1 success. At least the hour is not a complete waste. Although it does take him a bit more effort than he would have preferred. To make his way to find and eventually corner the lone woman who he followed, making her way down through the back paths of the city, taking advantage of her paranoia in wandering away from others to isolate her from the group of humans using public transportation and drain away her blood as much as he dared anyway. He made sure she never saw his face. And let's see. Well, let's see if this will work. Just for fun. And this roll needed is okay. Let's make sure that still has it. Ah, okay. I see. We rewrote or it locked. But it is there, so that would be 5 dice. Difficulty 5 for normal individuals. Willpower. Huzzah! And using his newfound discipline, Jacob leaves a command in the woman's mind to simply fall asleep where she lay, leaving her to wonder just what it was she experienced in his presence, considering she never had the opportunity to even see his face, and there will be no evidence of any wound. I wonder just what it was she imagined. With feeling a bit more like himself, relaxed and focused, Jacob will wander away from the woman make his way down into one of the bars and relax for a time, going as far as to order a few drinks, some surprisingly well-cooked fried chicken wings. It seems that no matter where you went in downtown, they never quite managed to ruin chicken wings. Order anything else, though, and you were risking worse than a sore stomach. As he was there, he picks out a few in the crowd. He takes his time before deciding which one he may go after. As usual, he picks on a tad bit more of a reclusive individual. And he has an amazing amount of success with finding someone. Doesn't even take him but 15 minutes before he's picked them out and made his way elsewhere with them. Within a half hour, Jacob has successfully managed to gain himself back a full deposit of blood, and with an extra hour spent, the time comes close to dawn. He takes care of these other two in kind, cleaning up the mess he's made of them. Although the second one he actually has to put some effort into holding down long enough to finish his feed, eventually resorting to the same methods as the first to pressure their minds into fading away with a sharp command from Dominate to drift into sleep. The second one I have to do that roll over. It's supposed to be just 3 dice, not 4. The second one, only 1 success. And I did the other one. Well, it was a fail anyway, so it doesn't matter. So he more or less doesn't have too much effort to go through, and has a tidy enough evening without having to call on his ghouls to help him deal with the ladies whom he decided to feed upon this evening. And Jacob's evening will end there, returning to the One-Eyed Dog bookstore a bit more active than he'd intended, but overall successful.